Welcome, fellow scapers. It is time for Iron Man Progress number 3. Since the last progress video, the most notable upgrade our account has made is reaching combat level 100. We can finally use the good old Slayer Master Duradel. So that's very exciting. As you can see, we have also started doing the Titans because our group has gotten a little hungry for the Twin Flame staff, and that thing rips. So we are definitely going after at least a couple of those. We have not stopped sending moons either, and we have hit 130 something KC by the end of this video with only 3 unique drops. So that is pretty terrible if you're going off drop rate, but it is what it is, you know, Iron Life. It was exciting to see this Blue Moon Spear pull at 62 chests, but it goes dry for a very long time after. So that brings us to 3 uniques, as I already said, but they are the dual Maka whatever the fuck is, and Blue Moon Spear, as well as, I believe, the Eclipse Moon Tassets. I also stopped dragging ass about going out and doing all the desert quests so I would be able to access TOA. I am not a big quester, so I'm sure a lot of you feel me on that. There's just too much fucking dialogue for me, and I'm about that action. With TOA unlocked, I wasted absolutely no time and decided to send a solo, even though I was very unprepared. And I went ahead and tried a 160 invocation, which was not the brightest. We also made the mistake of not bringing a rune crossbow with some ruby bolts for the Zabak room. So we ended up in here for a good, probably 7 to 10 minutes using this fucking shitty moon's range weapon. Wasn't the brightest choice, but we made it work. Kinda. Correct me if I'm wrong on pronouncing it, but the Atlatl, the Eclipse Moon range weapon, however the fuck you say it, is actually not a shitty weapon. It's just not the greatest in this room, that's for sure. Because those ruby procs are just so fucking good when you hit hundreds. It's just, it pays off big time, man. Fighting Kefri did not take nearly as long as Zabak, since we did at least bring the Karis. In the Kefri room, we had quite a few technical difficulties, and we lost almost all of our supplies. Actually, I think it was all of our supplies. So we ended up taking Chaos, and then we went ahead and went straight into Akka. Definitely doesn't feel like it's worth it to even attempt butterflying with just an Iban staff. I should have probably at least tried to elude the damage and lure him around the room so I'm not taking extra damage, but I was being fucking lazy. A good 5 to 10 minutes later, we were finally at the Kami phase. We were still sitting pretty solid on potions and whatnot, but let me tell you, things change quickly. I did at least manage to get the elite combat task dropped, the ball. I'm not even positive what that one actually is, but apparently we got that motherfucker. I guess being a little rusty at this raid did cause some fucking problems when it came to the monkey room, because we forgot any kind of anti-poison and we stepped in the venom. And you know how that goes, just straight downhill from there. Very, very quickly. We sadly ended up coming out of this room with absolutely no Cerebrews left, so you know how that could be when you're about to walk into a fucking Baba room and you don't have very good defense. We probably only ended up lasting, I don't even know, maybe 30 seconds in there, so then we ended up just having to do a reset, and we went for a little bit lower invocation. And as no surprise, we managed to make it to the Wardens a lot easier. And here we are actually trying to finish up the last little bit of the raid. But, as you can see if you look closely, I click Ambrosia at least 2 times, if not 3, and it does not drink in time for some fucking shitty reason. So we die at the very goddamn fucking end. After that failed attempt, it called for a little break, so we went ahead and headed on over to Hespori. You see, we're doing all these fun things because we're just trying to avoid what we really should be doing, which is questing. So to keep that spirit alive and avoid questing even further, we found ourselves back at TOA quite soon with a buddy this time, our fellow group Iron Man, and we did not actually pull anything, but we didn't do bad either. Not terrible.
What did you get?
17 dragon stones and 4 snapdragons. Always got to try and throw in a slayer task every so often when you can. I don't do it enough. And now here we are with you fine people just casually AFK fishing, getting all caught up on the Iron Man progress. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Hit that subscribe button, it really helps.